Also, as a kind of funny side note, that game For Honor was a game that started out pretty awesome. I really loved that game, and they kind of fucked it up pretty quick in the first month when they wouldn't fix a bunch of stuff, which they have now fixed about more than a year afterwards, and they've added like a bunch of new people and stuff. My only problem now is the group of people I was playing with at first has somehow moved to console, which I don't know how that happened.
Huh.
I mean, if they just said like, "Hey, we're
Downgrade.
not playing the game anymore," that's understandable to some degree. But they're playing it, but they're playing it on PS4, and I'm not sure when that happened, or but they can't have brought their file over. They must have rebought the game for some strange reason. I don't know. I don't get it.
Oh, wait, what? I picked up 4 eggs. Why did I only have 3? Maybe I only picked up 3. I could have sworn. Oh, no, one of them's brown. Okay, there we go. Whoa, the thunder. Holy shit. I didn't know there was thunder in this game like that.
Yep, you can actually get lightning rods eventually, which you can use to. You hold on to the eggs for now. We're gonna want to make those into mayonnaise.
Okay. I didn't know if we had extras.
I'm actually gonna head down to the ocean to try to catch a rare fish.
Where's my cat? Oh, he's over here just sleeping outside in the rain.
Oh, and I just heard one of those weird whale noises.
Man, that's seriously loud.
I
Yeah,
should turn it down a bit.
I hear it too. Man, I can't wait to see how much money we get for all these crops when they finally grow.
Should be impressive, I'd imagine. Kind of weird to go back and forth, though, in this sense. I mean, we've been taking things at a kind of, not a leisurely pace, but we haven't been going, like, balls to the wall on this. And when I've been playing the other game, since my mother literally knows the game better than I do, and my brother was just sort of eager to max out fishing as fast as possible, we've been moving at, like, a lightning pace in that game. It was just really weird to go back and forth between the two farms.
I don't 100% know exactly what I'm doing, but I know
You know enough.
pretty much what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm sure a hardcore, player would
The hardcore Stardew Valley community on it's clearly someplace.
They would already have all kinds of different farms going, like beehives and like 4 or 5 sap things, and probably 3 or 4 chicken coops and a barn.
They probably at least figured out like a way to max out a bunch of stuff. I found a random anchor.
Oh yeah, I found one of those too. I'm just chopping down trees right now. I don't know why, but I am. I kind of really want to clean out this lower half down here, because you know how you can go kind of south, like to that other farm beneath us where that lady like lives?
Yeah, we need iron tools for that, basically.
I just hate how you always have to like go through all this crap to get to that road down there.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to clean it
Well,
out.
I mean, do you have an iron axe being made?
No, I've got the bucket being made.
Okay. I may get an iron pickaxe started.
We can afford it.
I think it's like 5,000, so it's a bit expensive, but we can definitely afford it.
Man, that thunder is loud.
It's thunderous.
Does the type of scythe give you more hay if you'd like to have like a better scythe, or can you only have this scythe?
I don't think scythes can get upgraded.
Okay. I'm guessing
Oh,
you
shit.
probably can't upgrade your shovel either.
The hoe? Actually, yes, you can upgrade the hoe.
Oh, the hoe, yeah. What's it do? Just kind of hoe more patches at once, I guess?
Yeah, same as the watering can, basically.
Okay.
Although, considering how rarely you have to use the hoe, it doesn't seem like one that would make a lot of sense.
Yeah, but if you kind of want to like go all out and get everything, I guess you want to be one of those people.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, eventually you'll probably want it. But it's kind of like getting iridium tools. I mean, iridium is one of those things that, I mean, it's just so expensive. But I mean, technically.
Clint's jacking up his prices. He's gouging. What a son of a
Revia
bitch.
red. Okay, I need a tuna. That's all that's left for the ocean fishing.
You trying to create it? Are you trying to complete a bundle?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm basically always trying to complete the bundles just because that opens up more and more stuff as you go.
right.
I got a red mullet.
I want to try to time it and figure out exactly how long it takes for the mayonnaise to get done.
I think it's worth a shot.
There's no telling how long this here's been done, and I was down here cutting trees just right off the screen. So I'm gonna wait till exactly 2:10. Come on, there. Okay. So from 2:10, wait and see. I'll wait till...
Hey, I got all the ocean fish.
Did you get an achievement for it?
Well, not yet. I mean, I have a lot more to go afterwards, but...
Laying in bed, doing nothing.
Oh, you getting your energy back?
Yeah. Cutting down those trees takes a lot out of you.
Oh, yeah.
But I think I've made significant progress.
I imagine you have. Hmm.
Okay, so it's not 2 hours, it's more than that. What are those, like, underneath the date up there? What's the, I don't think the one on the left is the current weather, right?
Yeah. I think the one on
And-
the right is the season.
Oh, okay. Okay. I thought maybe it was, like, the forecast for tomorrow and it was supposed to be, like, sunny or something.
That'd be useful. I don't think that's it. Yeah, red mullet.
Okay,
Tango reds.
mayonnaise takes
Hmm?
3 hours.
That's not too bad.
Were you saving these other 2 eggs, the silver ones, for anything? Actually, no, there's only
No.
one. Never mind. The chickens only lay once a day, right?
Yep. So if you have 2 egg machines, you can basically do it in 2 rounds.
Perfect. So that'll give us 6 mayonnaise a day.
Mm-hmm. Well, technically 4, I think.
Oh, right. I must have already had 2 in there from overnight.
Yeah, it's sort of easy to lose track at points.
Man, I'd love to have a huge just garden right down here. Like a 50 by 50 block garden, something like that's growing an insane amount.
You probably can fairly soon. I mean, once we get the tools for it, we can clear it out pretty quick.
Oh, hey, did you give the chickens some straw?
Yes.
Okay, I forgot to do that. I talked to them, but I didn't give them any straw.
I figured it was just a kind of passive-aggressive thing.
I can't stand these chickens.
You're so mean to them.
at me with their beady little eyes. Always clucking.
As long as we pet them once a day and everything, we should have them mostly up to the point where we're getting a pretty decent income before too long.
What happens once you get them, like, all the way up?
The sort of happiness rating they have dictates the likelihood that they'll produce high-quality eggs and stuff like that.
Ah, okay.
So it's generally a good idea to get them pretty cheery as fast as possible.
Yeah. I don't know what's here. I can't see it. Well, I think I've made some serious progress as far as cleaning out the brush. But now I kind
The
of
Sierra Club's going to have a hit out on you, apparently.
Now it just kind of looks empty, though. There's nothing down
Yeah,
there.
that is a problem.
Field.
I have completely deforested that entire area before and taken out all the rocks and everything else, and it can look a little barren. Of course, we can replant all of it. Pierre does sell tree seeds, grass seed. You can basically replant it however you like.
Nothing's permanent, then.
No, not really. I mean, it will just continue to grow back, and at the end of every season, there's generally kind of a regrowth period where, like, the day of the transition, you'll get, like, a large amount of it back again.
Yeah.
Okay. Ocean fish bundle complete. I got some ocean warp totems.
I have no idea. Oh, is that for, like, the warp thing? To, like,
Yeah.
teleport or whatever?
Alright, I'm running back.
Extended our garden a little more. Because I had 6 mixed seeds I wanted to use.
Yeah, may as well. We've got plenty of time for them. Because only if... I mean, actually, we could probably start eventually doing things like making fertilizer if we wanted to expand.
Well, did you ever want to get this coffee bean in the ground, or no?
I don't know, actually. I've never actually used coffee beans.
It says plant them in the summer. If you want to, I can put one down.
Yeah, might be worth a shot.
It's not growing in the chest anyways.
True. It is getting late.
Okay. Freedom Farm has earned $50,000. Hell yeah.
Not bad. We've made a fair... I mean, that was 6 bits of mayonnaise for over 1,000 gold. That's pretty good, and that's every day now. With very little work on our part. And that will only go up, in theory.
I'm not sure if I... See, look, why is this dying? What the hell? I've been watering everything.
Happens randomly, I think, sometimes.
No.
Alright.
People
I'm
don't
petting all
just
the
die.
chickens. Well, I hate to break it to you, but yeah, they do. Get really fatalistic about this.
I don't think my bucket is ready, so you may have to water everything. I'm gonna go look and see, but I think it's only been 2 days.
Worth going to check, but yeah, I can water it for now.
Music is extra cheerful today. He says as his voice cracks. Went back in time, like 8 years. Actually, fuck that,
was
more like
nice.
14. 8 years ago, I was just 18 years old. My voice wasn't cracking then, I don't believe.
Doesn't seem likely. I don't remember if my voice ever really did crack.
don't think mine did. It's just if I don't clear my throat before I talk sometimes.
Yeah.
Let's see, that's Gunther's place. There we go. It's locked. Oh, damn it. Fine, I'll fish until he opens.
Yep.
This is why you don't have any business, Clint. You have unusual operating hours.
Yeah, I tell you, the moment JoJo... Like, honestly, if they had a thing like, hey, JoJo Mart's open on Wednesdays, and we sell seeds, I think that would actually create, like, a much more difficult moral choice for the whole thing.
If JoJo Mart was 24/7 in this game, think about that.
Yeah, that would be bad.
Because then you'd be like, you know, I need this. I don't like the corporation, but...
It's like real-life Walmart. It's like, I don't want to go there, but, eh.
They never close, so...
4 a.m. and I want Snickers.
Oh shit, go to a gas station for Snickers.
Yeah.
Oop, there's a hot spot down there. Come on, go, 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 go.
I think the last time we really went to a Walmart, aside from just like almost a spur of the moment, like we just need a thing and we don't have any time, I had to get like a DS game or something.
They have it?
Oh yeah, they had it. I think Walmart's only failed me on that, I think 2 or 3 times. Their game selection is not great, but it generally is okay. And the ones I remember I couldn't get there was Monster Hunter Tri for the 3DS. And then, actually, I think, no, that was the 3DS version they had. They did not have the Wii U version when I wanted that one. And, of course, I bought the game twice. There was good reason for that.
I was gonna say, that doesn't seem like something that you wouldn't do.
Yeah, to say that, you were not surprised. Yeah, that was actually kind of cool, because it was the first time they had a Monster Hunter game where you could transfer your save file between the 2 systems. So, it was kind of cool. You could actually do things like you could play on one and then transfer your save file over to the other system and have, you know, all your shit still there.
Yeah.
And the 3DS couldn't go online, but the Wii U could. So you could actually play online and hunt other people.
Yeah.
It is way more fucking convenient now with the Switch.
Oh, I would imagine, definitely.
Especially as it actually does near field, so, like, when my brother was over here, we could literally just sit in the same room and just say, like, okay, set up Hunter Sub. And a moment later, we were in the same room hunting stuff.
Nice.
Didn't even need to use the Wi-Fi.
Definitely a lot more convenient.
Yeah.
Well, the steel watering can was done, so I have it now.
Great. I'm gonna go spend some more of our money to get a steel pickaxe started.
Okay.
If you want to make any other steel items, I'd recommend getting a steel axe at some point. That way we'll have steel of all the main tools, then we can clear everything out.
Right. Okay. I'll probably do that tomorrow then.
Yep, you probably could still do it today. Well, actually, no, we probably can't. We could. I think we might just be able to afford both at the moment. But
about 5,000 each, you think?
I think it's 5,000 each. Let me see. Yep, 5,000.
I'm just over here fishing for now.
Yeah, I'll do the same thing.
And these pikes are like huge, but they are tricky to catch.
Oh yeah.
Rainbow trout. Yummy. Come on, fishing rod. Ah, damn it. I was listening for my sound and I heard yours.
Oh, through my speakers?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I did get a pike. That moves really weirdly.
Yeah, they're like usually 30 inches long, so I guess they have a reason to put up a fight.
Hmm.
So it's the 6th of summer. 6th day of summer right now.
Mm-hmm.
22 more days. And then it'll be fall. You can still grow plenty in the fall, right?
Yeah. Winter's the only season you can really grow stuff in.
Is there nothing you can grow in winter?
I don't think you can grow anything. I'm not certain, though.
I'm guessing there's not such a thing as like a greenhouse in this game, is there?
There is, actually.
Oh, really?
But it's going to take us a while to get it.
It'd be nice. Just grow stuff all year long.
Yep. Actually, I kind of meant, again, to compare it to that game Rune Factory, because that game was sort of like magically based, they had what they called eternal fields you could find. And once you found them, it was a field that would forever be one season. It was very convenient to have.
Unless it was always that season everywhere, and you never got to see another one.
Yeah, that'd be a little tough.
Chest with an earth crystal in it. We already have that turned in, right?
I don't know.
He didn't say anything
I
about
think Earth
showing
Crystal
it to him.
probably... Yeah, if it doesn't say Gunter should see that, then you're safe.
Did we actually need that for building something?
Yeah, there are certain things that require Earth Crystals, I think.
Okay, so all the artifacts and stuff, the minerals, they're not all just for show and then sell. You can actually need to keep them sometimes to make stuff.
Yeah, some of them. I think some of them have use.
Did not know that. I've been selling all the extra ones. Like any of the fossils I found. Like, because I knew that we'd already given it to Gunter, I just would sell it.
Yeah, generally once you've given something to Gunter, you can usually sell most of them pretty safely.
So what's the level 10 benefits you get for fishing, do you know?
There are two different options, but one of them is to add another like 25% onto the value of every fish.
Okay. Well, I took that one the first time, so I guess I should probably take it again just to make them worth a lot more.
That's generally what I've been doing when I played in the past. It seems to work out best.
Yeah, the other option's not really any good.
No, the other option is not bad. I just don't remember what it is. I think for my... it's kind of like if you get combat leveled up. Combat is basically a matter of, do you want 10% more damage or like a 10% higher crit chance? And both of them technically equal out to be about the same damage, but it's a matter of kind of how you prefer to think of it. Crits are great, but, you know.
They're also random.
Yeah. Wow, I'm actually almost out of energy. That's rare.
You're fishing up a storm.
Yeah, I don't know what's happened recently. I haven't, like, gotten tired fishing recently, but now it seems to be happening. Yeah, I think I just got the exhaustion notice.
You need to be able to just pull up a chair and sit down. That way you can only use half your stamina when you fish or something.
That would be useful. Oh, by the way, there's actually an item you can get, I think, just called, like, a Stardew or something. Which, if it's a fruit that if you eat it, will permanently give you a higher stamina cap.
Permanently?
Yep.
Guessing there's a limit to how many of them you can eat.
They're very rare. In fact, I've only ever found, I think, like 2 or 3 of them in the game.
Come on, pike. So your stamina's 270, but I guess you can probably like get it up to like what, 300, 350?
I'm betting you can at some point.
I mean, it doesn't. Your stamina doesn't just level up on its own. Like as it's like it get a level in like fishing or something, does it?
No, all your levels make you more efficient, so you use less energy. But I think your energy is basically static unless you find one of those Stardew fruits.
Okay, that makes sense. I'm way too eager to try out my new watering can tomorrow. Seems like it's a silly thing to be excited about.
It is, but that's part of the fun.
It's just what it feels like to be an adult.
Like, oh, those new socks I got are gonna feel awesome.
can't wait to get home and mow the yard.
I sound like Hank Hill. Why would people use drugs when you can just mow a lawn? What I love about that quote, though, in many ways, is that he didn't intend it to be funny. Like, the line was written, obviously, as a joke, but you can tell that the character himself really means it. Like, he just doesn't understand how we could possibly want to do drugs instead of mowing a lawn. Which is, in many ways, just hilarious.
Dang it, Bobby. Oh, yeah, we forgot to... Fuck it, Bobby. Switch out the mayonnaise. Oh, well. I guess it is almost reason to build 4 of those things, huh? Just so you don't have to worry about wasting those 2 eggs.
Well, I mean, you can probably throw the eggs in right now and they'll be done in the morning.
True.
Wait, do I have the eggs or do you have the eggs?
I think I put them in the... No, you gathered the eggs this morning, not me.
Oh, then we're done.
Oh, you must have switched them out then.
Yeah, I came back.
Okay. Yep, there's another earth crystal. So we have 5 now.
Just gonna see if we have any more things we can or melt. Yeah, that's probably good.
Bedtime.
Yep, hopping in now. Yeah, my house is very dark.
Come on,
I need a
fish
fireplace
money.
in mine. Not bad for fish money. Alright, so my axe is going to be done on the 9th.
Your pickaxe.
Yep. Well, the melons are growing well. We have a hot pepper ready.
Ooh, nice. Just taking care of the chickens real quick.
Be sure to save that hot pepper. We're gonna need it.
It's just come up as grass? What the hell is that?
That may be, you can grow grass. So that may be it.
Well, it was one of the mixed seeds, so...
Yeah, that may be the thing.
Alright, let's test this baby out.
So just, yeah.
Oh wait, is it straight?
Oh, I thought it was a... Oh, maybe it's the next one that does the gold that is 5. Alright, still, 5's not bad.
No, not bad at all. I'll take it.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I guess I had that wrong. So yeah, the gold watering can is the one that has, that goes further, I guess, or does the larger patch. I know there absolutely is one that does a 3x3, and I'm betting just by the number, it has to be the next one.
Well, could always try to get this one upgraded, but I don't really see a point yet.
Yeah, probably not yet. I'm going to keep fishing for the moment just because there's not a lot else I can do that's going to make sense until I get my pickaxe back. But you may want to consider grabbing some of the iron and getting your own pickaxe done.
You mean my regular axe?
Yes, your regular axe, as I said. What did I say?
Pickaxe.
Oh, no. No, yes.
Yes. No, everything's watered. That was fast.
It does make it a lot easier. Of course, now that you have the good pickaxe, you are now permanently tied to that job.
You mean... good shovel? I mean, bucket?
Yeah. I mean, what's a watering can?
You keep saying pickaxe for everything.
Listen, I have a small lesion in my brain that requires me to always say pickaxe when I refer to any tool. You need to... It's kind of like a... It's like if you're learning Chinese, it's all based on inflection.
Ah. Okay. That makes perfect sense.
I'm glad you're going with me on that, because I wasn't sure you were going to buy it. But...
Okay, switch switching out the mayonnaise real quick. I don't know if you're hearing the same tune I am, but that kind of reminds me of a Mario level. Mario 64 level.
Yeah, I can see that. Reminds me of the, like the desert level in Mario 64?
Yeah, the desert one. That's
pyramid?
exactly it. Yep.
Yeah.
So you are hearing the same one. That's...
Yeah, I think it's like the weird, like, wow, wow, wow.
Yeah, it's
kind
a
of
little like,
effect.
little like, whatever the fuck that instrument is. I couldn't even begin to tell you.
A theremin, clearly.
Okay, Clint, I'm gonna go. I got the 5 iron bars. I'm gonna go to him to get the.
You do have a bronze axe, right?
Yes, it's bronze
Okay,
already.
good. Because clearly we can't put an iron blade on a wooden axe. Just wouldn't work. That would be madness. Just not how the world works.
Hello, friend. Upgrade tools. Steel axe. Gold watering can. 10,000 gold. Oof.
Yep. Golden stuff is expensive. It's 25,000 to make it iridium. But the good news is you basically don't need iridium tools.
Basically.
Yeah. They're useful, but I mean, not necessary.
I'm not sure if I want to fish or if I want to go back and do some more like clearing out on the farm.
Well, I mean, you may not be able to clear out that much without an axe.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And
You could also
you're
go
getting the
foraging.
pickaxe, right?
Yeah. You could go out and start foraging if you wanted, just to explore a bit and kind of find the limits of the area.
True. I feel like I've went just about everywhere there is to go.
Hmm.
Did you ever get to the bottom of the mine?
No, it's still a ways off.
What to do?
It's a fair question. Like with many things in adult life, you have to wait. And you need money.
Am I just eating because I'm bored? I've actually done that before.
Well.
I've noticed.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm bored. I could eat. That's fun. Kinda.
It's predictably fun. It's basically like masturbation without the risk of having to get tired.
Holy fat, yeah.
I've actually, at this point, I've still got like a few bags of like tortilla chips in my apartment that I have been resisting the urge to actually look at. Because I love tortilla chips, but that is a lot of calories.
Tortilla chips.
Tortilla chips.
I do
Gotta get
love
like a
me
day
some
when I do
tortilla
like...
chips.
I need like a day when I do like an extra 2 hours at the gym just so I can eat all of them. I still recall very fondly the last time I went like a whole like gym thing. That moment when I finally hit my weight goal and it's like, okay, you've got an extra 1,000 calories a day. And I'm like, oh, alright. I guess I can eat everything now. Well, even then I actually kept going to the gym constantly. I sort of assumed like once I hit the place I'd want to be, it's like, okay, well now I can just eat whatever I want. I'm basically just sitting at the level I need to be at. I don't know, I kind of enjoyed it.
You gotta maintain
Clearly
it.
Well, yeah, but I don't need to go to the gym that much to maintain it. I mean, technically, I've been working at a 1,000 calorie deficit. So if I just stop aiming for the deficit, that's basically an extra 1,000 calories a day I could eat without any problems.
Yeah, true. Good point.
Well, this job though has kind of messed with me, just since I have to actually bring like decent meals with me. Since I can't like leave or get food otherwise.
You don't want to go down to the cafeteria with the rest of the guys?
I'd rather not.
Like, could you technically actually eat, though? Like, from the cafeteria
Oh, yeah.
there if you wanted?
Quite a few of the guards do, just because it's free.
Is it any good, though, the food?
Yeah, some days it is.
I'm guessing you haven't had it too often, have you?
No, I've actually gotten to inspect it a few times, but,
You're inspecting the food, not eating it.
well, you know, if you walk past a literal 6-foot-high, like, multi-level, like, 3-inch by 3-inch shelving unit that's just full of chicken nuggets, it's kind of hard not to smell and kind of judge them a little bit.
It's a lot of chicken
They
nuggets.
didn't smell bad, honestly. But yeah, there's been some stuff that smelled surprisingly decent. Like they had one night they were doing hamburgers and it actually smelled like a pretty decent burger.
Burger. It's killing a guy with a hamburger.
Well, smash burger is probably more possible.
Gotta give them foods they can't kill each other with. Like,
Well,
if it's like, you know, chicken wings, they have to be deboned, probably.
I imagine they actually probably do have to do that. Although I remember hearing at one point that oh god, what was it? Oh fuck me, now I'm thinking. Yeah, they modify recipes a lot. Well, that was the thing. Yeah, I remember there was a forum post I was just reading replies to, but it was a lot of people like, "Hey, ex-cons, what's the weirdest thing that you had to get used to again when you got out of prison?" And one of the guys was like, "It was very weird having metal utensils and being handed a knife." He's like, I literally have not had the ability to hold a knife in like 10 years. And I felt like inherently nervous being handed one.
Like somebody was fixing to attack him for having a knife.
Well, I mean, his explanation was having a knife in prison meant if you got caught with it, you were in the hole for like a month.
Yeah.
So it wasn't just a matter of, you know, it was a lot of reasons, but it just got very nerve-wracking to have one.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
Must suck having all those privileges taken away from you.
Yeah.
But I guess you've kind of earned it.
Yeah, you want to murder somebody. I have a hard time imagining it's not somewhat deserved that you get kind of fucked over in return, but... Yeah.
Well, most of them actually murderers, or just some of them?
Just some of them. Of the guys I work with, maybe about half.
What would you say the most lenient thing possible is for the people that are in there? Like, they could be in there, but it's the least worst of all the things. Just like Grand Theft Auto or something, or...
No, I mean, technically you can go to prison for any crime that can amount to more than a year of jail time. Then it counts. More than a year of jail time means it's a felony, I guess. And then you can end up in prison. But I mean, I've had guys that weren't even charged yet that were in my unit, just because they were on county jail and they had been causing so much trouble in the county jail sent them to us. But of the guys that actually have numbers, I mean, some cases it's like drug possession. A few cases it's assault, like assault and battery, a lot of domestic violence kind of stuff. I don't know, nothing too shocking.
The sort of stuff that would lead you to believe that these people could legitimately just be normal and just maybe having a bad day.
I mean, I knew one guy who I interviewed he was a 60-year-old guy who's just had his 6th DUI. And he's just kind of low functioning, and he apparently just doesn't function very well in general, and he likes to drink. And he crashed into somebody's house while he was like completely fucking drunk, so he's back in prison. Well, I mean, probably a decent idea, given that he's clearly driving drunk, but at the same time, I mean, he struck me as like a Mr. Magoo type. I mean, he was very non-threatening.
Right. Just also very irresponsible.
Oh yeah, deeply irresponsible, but... I mean, you'd be hard-pressed to think that he was like some kind of monster.
mayonnaise.
And there's a very large kind of collection of like stuff over here we just haven't touched yet.
Oh, you mean like grass?
Yeah, I mean it's kind of nice to have a few wild areas left, but ooh, I should run back.
Bedtime.